In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing my brand new World Fit ISO trainer. Now this is kind of replacing the ISO sheet that I've been using for the past couple of weeks, but after a couple of weeks in a commercial setting and using it with clients and stuff, it was starting to get pretty frayed. There were bits of sheet getting lost in the gym. It was very clear it was not going to hold up to commercial use for very long. So this got turned on to me. Someone had mentioned it. My apologies, I don't remember your name. And initially, I was very skeptical. Initially, because I was like, a strap? You gotta be kidding me. This is gonna be pressure points like crazy. It's gonna be very uncomfortable, hard to adjust. No, it's not gonna work. But after realizing the fault in using just a sheet, I was like, I need something a little more durable, like nylon. And I decided to give this sucker a go. When you receive it, there's actually three things in the package. One, of course, is the ISO trainer. The construction is basically just long nylon strap with a couple of cam buckle handles, and it's got these little buttons on each end for preventing the buckle from slipping off the strap. It also has a rough instruction sheet with some basic exercises and a handy little mesh drawstring carrying pouch. My initial reaction with this is that the construction is actually a heck of a lot better than I was anticipating. For a $30 unit, I've had like suspension trainers and stuff, similar construction that were like $60, $70 that were questionable quality, but everything seems to be in really high order here. The strap is, of course, pretty tough, but it's not too abrasive against the skin. There are no rough edges. The seams all look very smooth, and the stitching looks very uniform and strong as well. The handles, which are usually a weak point in a lot of, are a nice comfortable grip. They're very soft rubber, so they're not going to cause any sort of like calluses or anything, but they also offer a very firm grip. It doesn't seem like they're going to be tearing around, and they rotate and spin in the handle very smoothly, which is always a plus and usually not something that you find very often, especially with something at this price point. So even though the build quality is pretty good from what I was expecting, I wasn't really expecting much from a user experience. But after using it for a better part of a week for, again, myself and clients, I have to say, this thing is really top notch. They've got all the details figured out. There's really nothing that I can think of to put it as a negative against it. And it just does everything it's supposed to do pretty darn well. Even the point of having it against like the back and other pressure points, that 1.5 inch wide strap is plenty of support for using things like chest presses, putting it over the shoulders for lunges and squats and stuff. It works extremely well. Even the straps around the wrists are very ergonomic, and there's no rubbing or pinching points when you're doing things like the pressing motions and so on. One of the neat things that I've been using this for is not only just as a creative ISO trainer, but also as a makeshift suspension trainer. I know, of course, I'm using this thing as it's not originally intended, so I'm sure I'm avoiding some warranties and stuff out there, but really when it comes down to it, it's the basic design of a lot of suspension trainers out there, but the unique single strap design gives you a lot of anchoring possibilities. You can throw it over tree limbs, you can just cinch it on a bar. Even if you have like a pull-up bar with some vertical handles, you can throw it over those and use wider anchored point situations for things like dips. Adjustments are very smooth and easy. It's just a simple push button cam buckle, which makes it real quick, as well as any floor-based exercises like deadlifts are really easy to adjust because it's just one strap. So you just move your feet to make it longer or shorter, depending on what you need for the exercise. Finally, from a price point perspective, I really think this thing is fantastic value for money. Being the DIY guy, I went over to, my usual strap works. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy that thing. I'm gonna make my own. It's gonna be quite cheaper and everything. But by the time I had priced out all of my pieces and I didn't even have my handles yet, with shipping and stuff, it was already well more expensive than just buying this thing outright on Amazon. So there are my thoughts on it. I'd love to hear yours if you have any experience with this. Down below in the comments section, there's also the link. You can check it out on Amazon in the description as well. It's not an affiliate link or anything. There's no support for RDP if you click on it. I just think it's a great piece of kit. And if you're into overcoming isometrics, I think this is probably one of the best pieces of equipment that you can buy right now on the market for roughly around that price point. If you want to learn more about how I'm using overcoming isometrics in my calisthenics system, check out these videos here, and I'll talk to you next time. Till then, be fit, live free.